folks, in this lab we are going to see about DMVPN phase 1, part 2 it is. We will configure EIGRP and OSPF between our hub and spoke connections. Let's start with EIGRP quickly. Before that, let me show you my states of NHRP and DMVPN. Show IP NHRP. I have my hub and spoke DMVPN up. Show DMVPN. Everything is good. So let us configure, or let us start with EIGRP. So I'm going to configure EIGRP on R2. I'm going to call 12 network and my hub tunnel interface IP in this side. Similarly, 18 network on R8 and 19 network on R9. At the end of this EIGRP configuration, I should be able to reach 19 network via the hub. Similarly, 18 network from R9 via the hub. Okay, so with that information, let's start. So router EIGRP, I'm going to use 100. Network, I'm going to use 192.168.1.1. Let it be a /32, no issues. Here that goes the 12 network, 12.0.0.2. As of now, let me show you something. I'm sorry. If I want to check show IP route 12 network, I don't have a route. So I'm going to make 12 network reachable via my tunnel interface. And my 18 network, if I check here, show IP route 18.0.0.0. Again, I don't have the network connectivity. So I'll make sure my 18 network is reachable via the tunnel interfaces or via the DMVPN network. I'm going to go R8. I'll configure EIGRP here. Router EIGRP 100. Network 192.168.1.2. Make it as /32. There you go, 18.0.0.8. Did I use 12.0.0.2 here? Okay, that's good. Now you can see my EIGRP neighbor is up with the process number of 100. Neighbor guy is 192.168.1.2 via the tunnel interfaces. Let me check. Show IP EIGRP neighbors. You can see the EIGRP is up now. Let's go to R8 and check something. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. So now one side it is up, but one side it is not up. The main reason behind this is because my R2 is not allowing the multicast IP address, or he don't understand, or he is understanding it, but he's not allowing the multicast IP address from 8.8.8.8. That's a problem. So let's fix that. So I'll go into configure terminal, interface tunnel 1. I'll say IP NHRP. Let's put a question mark. So map multicast traffic. Either you can use dynamic, or else you can also use the exact IP address 8.8.8.8. So the instant you give this, your EIGRP tunnel interface should come up. I thought it will come up once I say come up. Okay, let me check what happened. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. Okay, cool. My neighbor is up, and also you can see the sequence number of 5. That's good sign. Okay, I'm sorry again, guys. Okay, fine. Let's check show IP EIGRP neighbors. Everything is good. Let me check what I'm learning via the tunnel interface or EIGRP. Show IP route EIGRP. Okay, that's good. I'm learning 12 network via EIGRP. That's nice. Now let's go back to 9 and do the same. Configure terminal, router EIGRP 100, network 192.168.1.3.0.0.0.0. Network, I'm going to use 19 network, 19.0.0.9. That's good. Let's go back to R2 and check the neighborship. Show IP EIGRP neighbors. Hey, that's good, but my sequence number still shows 0. Maybe they're not exchanging some routes. Let me see. Show IP route, EHRP 100. So it says I'm exchanging route only with R8. Let me go and check R9 whether he is exchanging route with R1 or not. Show IP route EHRP 100. It says nothing. I'm not exchanging anything, dude. Okay, this problem will arrive because of the split horizon rule. Okay, not this problem. This problem will arrive when you haven't configured. Let me show you something. Show, okay, that's R2. I'll show. Show run interface tunnel 1. I have informed this guy. See, you have to accept the multicast IP from 8.8.8.8 in the NHRP protocol. Similarly, you have to allow 9.9.9.9. Let's do that. Router EHRP 100. I'm sorry, guys. So interface tunnel 1 IP NHRP map multicast, then 9.9.9.9. That's awesome. Let's go back to R9 and check. Show IP AHRP neighbor. Okay, that's kind of cool. Now you can see my sequence number is 10. Now let me check if I'm learning any route in AHRP or not. Okay, that's good. I'm learning 12 network from the AHRP via hub router. So, but you can notice that I'm not learning the IP prefixes from R8, which is 18.00 network. I'm not getting that. Okay, this is because of the split horizon rule on R2. As we're using same tunnel interface for both the spoke routers, so the traffic received by R8 on tunnel interface will not be sent back to R9 via the same tunnel interface. So that's why we have to use the HRP split horizon rule. You have to go inside the tunnel interface to configure it. Interface tunnel 1, no IP, no IP, split horizon, EHRP 100. You may end up leaving this enter, but it will not work. So you have to give EHRP and the process ID. So once I give this command, see the magic happening here. My tunnel is resyncing, resync is happening. R8 graceful restart happened. R9 graceful restart happened. That's good. Let me check. Let me show you the magic now. Show IP.EHRP 100. See this. Now I am learning 19 network. So if I try to ping 19.0.0.9, the ping should work. If you try to trace it 19.0.0.9, the trace will go via. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sitting in R9, right? So 18, yeah, 18.0.0.8. I forgot that I'm sitting in R9. So similarly, trace route 18.0.0.8. Okay, that's go via hub. So every time you ping, it will go via hub. That's because it's an DMVPN phase 1. Okay, with that in place, we can jump into our OSPF. So now let's see how to configure OSPF between your different tunnel interfaces or hub and spoke of DMVPN, and make sure you learn my R9 learning R8's 18 network via the OSPF tunnel. Via tunnel. Similarly, 19 network is learned by R8 via the OSPF, which is running inside the tunnel. Hey guys, I have removed EHRP 100 from every place from R2, R8 and R9 so that we can start our OSPF 1. Let me show you the output. Show IP route EHRP 100 will not show anything because I have removed my EHRP itself. Now let's configure OSPF. Very simple one. So router OSPF. I cannot use OSPF process ID 10 because it's already running. My entire network is configured with OSPF process ID 10 and area 0. So I'm going to use a different one, maybe 100, no issues. The network statement, I'll be using 192.168.1.1. Area, I'm going to use as 100. That won't be a problem. So 12.002, simple. Just keep one thing in mind, that tunnel interface is a point-to-point interface. Just keep this in mind. So how to check it? How to check it? Show IP OSPF interface. Okay, so here you can see where's the tunnel interface. So here it is. When just now it went. It says point to multi-point. Maybe I have configured it. Let me check. Show running configuration interface tunnel one. Yeah, maybe it's a leftover of the old configuration. Configure terminal interface tunnel 1, no IP. Okay, let's see the default of that one. Show IP OSPF interface tunnel 1. That goes in. So by default it is point to point. So let's go to R8 and configure OSPF here. Router OSPF 100, network 192.168.1.2.0.0.0.0, area 0, network 18 or 18.0.0.8, area 0. That's cool. Let's wait for the OS. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. That should be 100, right? Okay, that's going to be a problem now. We have to remove those things immediately. Control A, Control A, no. I removed 18. Okay, Control A, no. That's good. Let's go to R2 and check. Show IP OSPF neighbor. Do you have any neighbor with tunnel interface? Yes, I do have. Now let's see. Am I learning any route? Show IP route OSPF 100. Okay, that's nice. We are learning 80 network via the tunnel interface. Now let me tell you. So if I want to configure R9 for OSPF, that's going to be a problem, because see, my tunnel interface on R2 is a point-to-point interface, and here we are going to configure two devices to be form neighborship with the tunnel interface, which is point-to-point. That's why we have to move it to point to multi-point. So let's do that first before configuring it. Interface tunnel 1, IPOSPF network point to multi-point. So now there will be a problem. See, your tunnel interface between R8 and R2 went off. Why? Because see, the point to multi-point hello by data interval is 40, sorry, 30 and 180, I think. Let me show you. Show IPOSPF interfaces tunnel 1. Here you can see my hello interval is 30 and that is 120, which is not the same here in R8, right? Show interface. I'm sorry. Show IPOSPF interface tunnel 1. Here it is 10 and 40. That's the issue. Let's configure R2 as 10 and 40 just to make sure it matches. Interface tunnel 1, IPOSPF. Hello interval is 10. IPOSPF dead interval is 40. That's good. Now we are good to go. Now let me go to R9 and complete the configuration. Router OSPF 100, network 192.168.1.3, area 100, network 19.009, area 100. Let me go back to R2 and show you something. Show IP OSPF neighbor. Now I have the OSPF neighborship with both the spokes, spoke 1 and spoke 2. Let me see. Let me check. Am I learning 19 network, 18 network via OSPF process 100 or not? To check that, show IP route OSPF and give the process ID number, which is 100. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm learning both the prefixes on my R2 router. Now I'll go to R8. I'll check. Now R8, I want to see 19 network. So 19 network will come like this. It will go to hub via tunnel interface, and again via the tunnel interface it should come to R8. Let us check that. Show IP route OSPF 100. Okay, now we can see it. 19 network. That's cool. Let me try to ping this. Am I in R8? Yeah, I'm in R8. So that's good. So if I try to trace route it 19.009, it should go via hub every time because it's a DMVPN phase 1. So that's all about DMVPN phase 1 part 1 and part 2. Thank you for watching. I'm going to release a video of DMVPN phase 2 tomorrow, probably on 22nd of June 2020. Thank you for watching.